We're not going to put up with these kind of assaults on law and order by people who shouldn't even be in our country. We must now re-examine every single alien who has entered our country from Afghanistan under Biden, and we must take all necessary measures to ensure the removal of any alien from any country.
Where two of our brave members of the National Guard and the Department of War were brazenly attacked in a horrendous act of violence. They were shot. They're in critical condition. As you can see behind me, we have assembled the full force of both the federal and state and local law enforcement agencies to bring bear all of our resources to make sure we find the perpetrators responsible for this heinous act. And make no mistake, they will be brought to justice.
I, too, want to send my thoughts and prayers to the families of the Guardsmen and to the Guardsmen who are in critical condition in a local hospital.
I want everybody who's a person of faith to say a prayer for those two National Guardsmen, that they're able to spend Thanksgiving with their families instead of losing their lives, because I understand they're still in pretty tough condition.
I can report tonight that based on the best available information, the Department of Homeland Security is confident that the suspect in custody is a foreigner who entered our country from Afghanistan, a hellhole on earth. He was flown in by the Biden administration in September 2021 on those infamous flights that everybody was talking about. Nobody knew who was coming in. Nobody knew anything about it. His status was extended under legislation signed by President Biden, a disastrous president, the worst in the history of our country. This attack underscores the single greatest national security threat facing our nation. That is why tonight I can announce that I have directed the Department of War to mobilize an additional 500 troops to help protect our capital city. We will make America totally safe again.
Definitely sounded like gunfire, and myself and other people ran. We were across the street from where it happened, so we ran about a half a block down.
What's your thought while you were hearing those shots?
Kind of saying, "Are those gunshots?" Pretty much, you know. And then once we got about halfway down I Street, another round of gunshots were heard. So we ran a little bit further down the street. Then, like, some people, security guards, started coming out. They were like, "It's probably just construction." So I walked back to get my lunch to where I was before, and that's, when I witnessed the scene. They had somebody pinned down. They were yelling at him to stay down. Then there was a utility truck that they moved. By this point, there was just one police car there, and they moved the utility truck on the other side. Unfortunately, for National Guard men, one they were trying to resuscitate. And then there were a couple more National Guards that were kind of hugging each other that were obviously very upset about the situation.
In August 2025, President Trump put Washington under an unprecedented security push, taking control of D.C. policing and deploying more than 2,300 National Guard troops from states like West Virginia, Alabama, and Mississippi. He said the mission was to restore law and order, crack down on violent crime, and target criminal illegal aliens by backing federal immigration agents. The operation immediately faced legal challenges, with a federal judge ruling the deployment likely illegal, but pausing its removal until December 11. The Guardsmen shot near the White House were part of this same controversial patrol force.